Hello friends, this is Adam with Movie Guy 365, and today I'm going to review the 4K edition of 2018's Tomb Raider. If you're new to the channel, please hit the like button, subscribe, hit that bell notification. I put out videos every single day. You can also find me over Twitter, Instagram, and Letterboxd at MovieGuy365, as well as over at the Disney Magic Hour podcast. I'll put a link for that in the description. All right, Tomb Raider on 4K, the 2018 reboot version. This is not the Angelina Jolie series. This is the one that was just released a couple years ago. And as far as the movie itself goes, I actually really enjoyed this one. I think I was never overly a huge fan of the previous versions. I think they were a little too bit on the campy side. I understand what they were going for, but I kind of enjoy the new version here. I feel that it was a great action movie. As far as being a video game movie, it was also really well done, and I think it just kind of shines on its own, and it does its own thing. And I feel it was just a lot of fun. It was a fun time at going to the movies and seeing this one, and then getting it on 4K. But all right, we're going to talk about the picture quality and the audio. But before we do that, let's do a quick unboxing of the slipcover edition. All right, Tomb Raider 2018 is here on 4K. So this is the slipcover edition. Pretty nice front cover. And then we have the back as well as the spine. Interior, pretty much the same. And then just green color for the discs. But okay, that's it for the unboxing portion. Now let's talk about the picture quality and the audio. Tomb Raider supports a native 4K image as well as HDR and Dolby Vision. So for purposes of this review, I'll be reviewing the Dolby Vision layering, but just be aware that standard HDR10 is also available on this disc. But let's talk about the picture quality. I gotta say, I'm very impressed with the overall picture here on Tomb Raider. I think, you know, for a movie shot digitally, that can kind of be a little bit hit or miss as far as how it is rendered on 4K. But I think that here, the Dolby Vision adds a lot. And I would say in two particular areas, for the most part, I would say detail is phenomenal. It is really just on point. Everything from skin textures to when Lara's getting dirt on, running around, and just the mud and the costuming and just the overall wear and tear, that is like really just kind of amped up as far as that kind of detail goes. And just everything else from the texture of the plants and the animals that are running around, and just it looks great. It's actually a very good looking detail oriented image here utilizing Dolby Vision. The black levels, I think, are also one of the key elements here. Nighttime scenes, interior, from caves and tombs, as it were, they all are just well represented, deep blacks, and they just look fantastic, and they just are very deep, and I think it just looks really good. Now, I would say color is a little bit on the muted side. It's a little restrained, but it does offer an occasional pop here and there, mostly towards the city elements. When you see somebody wearing a red shirt or something like that, it looks a little bit better. But for the bulk of the film, it does kind of look a little bit on the restrained side. But I think it's more just the actual choice of the artistic talent behind the camera. I think it looks really good, and I think overall the picture is fantastic. It just looks really nice, and I think it's one of the better looking discs I've seen from Warner Brothers. As far as the audio mix goes, that we're given a Dolby Atmos. And this one is also a winner. It's really great. I mean, for an action, oriented movie, it is fantastic to listen to. It's very directional. It's very robust, and it's an overall strong audio mix. Just the LFE just knows what it's doing. It's very aggressive in parts, but it also knows its place, and it's not going to be overbearing. But I think it's just really nice, and it's a very, very good kind of like oomph to the overall soundtrack. Center channel dialogue comes through clean and clear, easy to understand everybody there. The fronts sound great. The mid-level speakers, the rears, they offer a bit of ambience and a bit of the action scenes, from traveling from front to back. They really sound good and are very, very nicely rendered, and there's quite a bit of it throughout the film. The height speakers are also given plenty of activity, a bit of discrete channel, activity in that regard. It sounds good. There's a lot going on, especially I would say during the airplane waterfall scene. It's really kind of, you get a bit going on as far as specific in the height speakers on Tomb Raider here. But yeah, overall the Dolby Atmos is fantastic. It is a nice sounding soundtrack, one of the better ones I've heard, and it fills a room, and it's very immersive, and it's a nice overall pleasing audio mix. For the score on the picture quality, I'm going to give this one a solid A. I think it is very nice. The Dolby Vision adds quite a bit here. A little natural looking color palette, but detail, black levels are phenomenal, and it's very pleasing to the eye. It was just very much a pleasure to watch on 4K, and it is absolutely worth checking out if you're a fan of the movie. As far as the audio mix goes on Dolby Atmos, we're going to go ahead and give that one also a solid A. I think Warner Brothers knocked it out of the park here. Just an overall very immersive and robust experience as far as audio. It sounds great. Just everything from ambience to action, it all fills with all the speakers pretty much at any given moment, and it is really good, and it's a nicely rendered audio mix. So that is my review of Tomb Raider 2018 on 4K. Let me know in the comments below if you had a chance to check out the movie and what your thoughts were. In the meantime, please like, subscribe, hit that bell notification. I put out videos every single day. So until next time, this is Adam with Movie Guy 365. I will see you at the movies.